Hey guys, this is Life from Maniac. Guys, it is time for an annual review. I will make a short discussion about which sets we had this year, which highlights I had this year, pros and cons about everything. Also about my own channel as well. Yeah, and about Yu-Gi-Oh in general. So starting off this year, I have to look it up myself, but I do not remember. Was indeed, I think, just a second, the two player. No, sorry, it was last year. Where am I? Where am I? I thought I was right. Um, yeah, there we go. So Supreme Darkness was the first set of this year. Speed Duel Battle City Finals was last year, so it was the last Speed Duel set. I was pretty hurting because I'm a great Speed Duel fans, as well, some of you guys might know by now. And yeah, that was hurting pretty much, and yeah, but I still there was very much cool support for the how is it called, the Supreme King coming. So like cards which support the theme, because I think in the anime we got to witness ain't that much of yeah, Supreme King monster cards, so that you can play a full deck. So that's what we got in Supreme Darkness, essentially. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think it was that interesting. That was in January. In February, we got the Blue Eyes structure deck, Blue Eyes White Destiny. I also have it in here somewhere, but I didn't make an opening, so I will maybe do it. And it's at its anniversary, like maybe in February or maybe before. I will do it spontaneously so that you guys just might know. Then we had yeah, okay, we skipped the OTS tournament pack. I think the early days collection, of course, also was there with the I think Happiest Feather Duster in two different artworks, and then my probably from the new sets my favorite set, or I'm certain it's my favorite set, was Maze of the Master. It was audience support all over the place, but we had also Seto Kaiba support in there. And who didn't see that opening, open 3 displays, should be doing that. I will spoil now, so all of you others that you didn't witness it until now can now pause here or skip it, because I did pull the, of course, the Marked Man, the secret rare, the Treasure of the Kings, it's a secret rare, and which I didn't expect because I didn't know at all that it wasn't here, was the Winged Dragon of Ra and Collector's Rare. It was, it's not about the rarity, but it was something special for me because I never pulled anything like it before, comparable. And after that, I did pull also good cards, but yeah. Yeah, even some better ones that I would say, like maybe Ring of Destruction at the end of the year, but we'll come to that much later. And yeah, so this was really a highlight. I love the Odeon support cards. There were also some cool spell cards in there. Then I had a talk with my probably best friends, or a couple of best friends from today, which is Vicious and Yu-Gi-Oh! Sachse. And yeah, we just talked about the pros and cons from Stampede, because the announcement about Stampede just came, and then I think it was even the release. And yeah, we weren't that sure, would it be great, wouldn't be it great. It was cool, I have to admit that, but I think the Bonanza had better cards. But we also talked about things like there were just reprints and all that stuff. So yeah, you can look it up. at the channel of my very good friend and colleague Vicious with V. I recommend that channel from here now because you're also doing much news and lore and stuff. So yeah, it's a very cool, curious channel with very cool, relevant content, you might say. And so I will recommend that channel, and of course also yughi Saxe. Those are German channels, I have to concede, but yeah, of course you can also look at with subtitles. And yeah, and then the Stampede came out. Like I said, there were some good reprints in there, but yeah, not that great like Bonanza was. The nostalgia pool wasn't that great like Bonanza was, at least after my stance. Then we had Alliance Inside. There were just, I think, a couple of cards in there, especially the Dark Magician girl, the new apprentice, or how is it called? Yeah, that was the greatest one because how it really goes up the roof with its prizes. It's like a 14 bucks now. I still do not have it. I maybe have to just buy it because it maybe even skyrocket more. Or I'm waiting until the next tin is coming out. Maybe it will be printed in there. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't decide fully yet. Then we had Duelist Advanced. There weren't that much great cards. Oh, the only card which I thought was cool was the Kyberman, and there were some comments also in there which like support cards. Yeah, support cards of some themes. And after that, I have to admit, as I'm not a meta player, I'm a anime and goat, especially channel. So yeah, my regards are really much anime related, and of course also goat format is great for this channel. Maybe someday the Edison also, but not the meta. So I cannot judge the other sets that well because I didn't witness that much. The first set that I after that really like realized, do not know much about Justice Hunters, but Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem with the chibi artworks, love that. Love the Blue Eyes White Dragon in there. Love the Ojama Trio in there. And other than that, I don't know. Did I hire some others? Yeah, of course, the Skull Servant I loved as well. Yeah, and then there was a limited pack with the Exodia, of course, and yeah, but I didn't get it because it's pretty like really expensive. Then came the tin, which had great cards like Pot of Greed and Starlight Rare, and others like the Red Eyes, Full Metal Dragon, the Miracle Fusion, yeah, the Ubel support fusion, the Exodia support fusion, and the Light and Dark Dragon fusion, and also cards like the new version of Monster Reborn, and as well as the new version of Soul Exchange. So there were some couple of cool cards in there. Can just recommend that set. Then after that, it was in September, so in August was the limited pack, and Monster Mayhem Battles of Legend was like end of August as well. Then came at the end of September Doom of Dimensions. So Doom of Dimensions was like had some cool fiend type, zombie type support, but other than that, it was a completely failure after my opinion. Then Konami did something which I thought was not that necessary. I don't think it's bad though. And the 9th of October, at least in Europe, the Legendary Collection Kyber came out. But yeah, I rather would have had the Legendary Collection Yughi, let's say, or Joey, far better than the Kyber one. But still, I think it's not that bad. But yeah. Anyways. Then, I don't want to talk about meta decks because the Chronicles deck came out of the Fallen and the Virtues. But there was a set which I thought very cool, was Legendary 5D stacks. Didn't hire it yet, but I want to do it sometime. And there will be also opening in here. Then finally in the States the Retro Pack came out in August, but here a Retro Pack 2 came out in the end of November. We had to wait very long, but I think it really paid off because in comparison to the United States, we didn't get those 4 booster boxes. We did get 24 booster boxes. I know that the United States also had the 24 booster boxes, but they were like rare in comparison to the other ones. Yeah, and we have to just to pay $50 for the 24 booster boxes. I think they might pay $100 or something like that. So yeah, we had the last laugh at least after my information. Then came Phantom Revenge, which had just couples. I thought Snatch, Steal, and Rare was very great, and the Book of Tayu and Super Rare, and maybe no Change of Heart and Rare, but other than that, it was just ain't interesting at all for me. So that's the end of the year. Other than that, this channel had many deck profiles. We went through the Battle City arc completely, I think, at the beginning of this year, I think. I have to look it up. And after that, yeah. After that, I think we went to the Orichalcos arc, but I had a new job this summer, so like it took me really long to get through the Orichalcos arc, but we made it now, so we were finally there. Yeah, and now we are getting into the championship arc. I want to not like be like hasty or something like that, but I want to get through it like properly and regularly, not like hesitating that much. And we had quite some cool openings on my channel. Like I said, Retro Pack 2 opening pack challenge with Spell Ruler, Retro Pack 1 display, Retro Pack 2 display. I had an opening from Dragons of Legend. I opened like half of the display, which like it's a rare occasion to have nowadays because it's very expensive, at least in Germany. And we had very many collection expansions. I was at least once a month buying some cards that I needed for deck profiles as well as for collections. And I have to just look it up. Which I think which I did all the time was opening some boxes from the foreign boxes, which were boxes including the content of like a certain character. Yeah, like I don't know, Joey box, my Valentine box, and they had like the fake cards in there, but still I could use those cards for like I don't know, for a deck profile. Maybe I was lacking a Pot of Greed or a Graceful Charity or something like that, so I could exchange them then. Yeah, and then I also had I think the Pyramid of Light was last year deck profiles. Yeah. So the retrospective. So Johnny Steps, we were in Battle City. It started all with the Johnny Steps at this year, and I also opened the Speedwell Battle City finals at the end at the beginning of January. So like I said, opened one box up. Yeah, I also started the Let's Talk About It format on this channel where I like analyze about the arc, telling some lore, and yeah, other content about the arcs of the last, maybe like make some results of the last arc, and foreshadowing the new arc. I will be doing this tomorrow as well, maybe like in 2 days, and yeah, then we will be continuing that. Yummy Merrick Bucks, I did also open one. And then I did forget about, of course, we went into the virtual world because it's the third arc. and yeah, made also deck profiles for that. So like the last deck profiles of Battle City were Yami Bakura and Yami Marek. At the end, at the start of this year, I had those side characters like Johnny Steps and John Claude Magnum, and then those other twos, which I just mentioned. And after that, yeah, we went to the virtual world and loved that. Of course, we had like also Serenity, Tristan Taylor. So I'm not letting anyone out. Um, just for you to know. And then we had a lot of Let's Talk About It. And then from virtual world to our Calcus arc. Yeah, I've just looked it up myself because I don't know it just from my mind, you know. Then we had a Halloween special. I had two. One in which I made an opening, and one which like just was gruesome, you might say, frightening for all of you, sinister and yeah, really eerie. Then I made an opening to the Retro Pack 2 display 1. I made one for my birthday, one special pack opening, which included things like Dark Beginning 1, Dark Beginning 2, Dark Revelation 1, 2. Yeah, I made opened some boosters of those, so one booster for each. And then, yeah, entering December, I made it pack challenge, and then at Christmas, I had also two big openings from sets like Dual Power or Speed Duel, Attack from the Deep, something like that. Yeah. So, and then as I announced a pack challenge opening displays for December, then I closed that one with yesterday's opening. There will be just normal openings, spontaneously, maybe a pack challenge here and there, but yeah, I will make that very spontaneously, so don't expect that to come regularly. Another thing that I want to mention from this year, from the German Yu-Gi-Oh! Nation, you might say, point of view, it was a very sad year, because at the last 1.5 years, so many big channels said goodbye that really it broke my heart. You might say channels, big channels like Renner Brain, Card Journalist, It's Me JKD, Rosenberg TCG. Greetings on this matter. Who else? Julio did and DTV did end with Yu-Gi-Oh. Niska did end with Yu-Gi-Oh. So many channels. And then at the end of this year, also Trader Online ended Yu-Gi-Oh. One of the, yeah, I might say main inspiring sources for this channel to come up. I was watching deck profiles from Trader Online, Kaiushin, Jack Hatmus back in the day, and Taro Ren 900 from the German sphere, you might say, of Yu-Gi-Oh! And those were the three main German influences that made me bring up this channel. There are many in USA. I would recommend you guys Legendary Duels, or who else? There's some other American deck profile channels as well. Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Also is a great one, which I discovered like this year, I think. Yeah, but many Yu-Gi-Oh! Players or Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creators just quit, and it was really depressing. And for example, Trader Online did it because of economic reasons, especially. Of course, many Yu-Gi-Oh! Players also not content creators were like not satisfied with the progress Konami made in terms of things like full arts, or giving us anime cards, or making the just the game easier, making the prices cheaper, the pull rates better, all those things which Konami currently is working on, partly it seems, because like at I would say at the second time of the year, or the second half of the year, many things were improved, and so corrections were made, and I can really see the tendency of Konami making a better job in comparison to what they did before. But still, I think there is many things lacking. but I think I will be talking about that in another video. So yeah, I already mentioned it in the video, so maybe maybe I won't talk about it like tomorrow. Maybe in a couple of months we will talk about it. I will talk about it with you guys. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it was still a great year for me personally. I had many playmats, but we had also I signed a kind of closed the playmat of the week because it was really not bothering anyone. So I thought, okay, I do not do it anymore. But maybe some guys of youth loved it and say why. But yeah, maybe I will bring it back spontaneously. But I don't know. It's not planned right now. Maybe I do it and then because I haven't having many playmats and it's really one of my passions as well. Um, Other than openings and deck profiles, which are like the three main sources of this channel. Openings I will still also do, but not that many anymore. We will be focusing solely or especially on the deck profiles of the anime. I want also to invent deck profiles like futuristic ones, or how could Yami Bakura's deck look in the past, in the old Egypt saga, for example, or time. And I also want to like also yeah, constitute gold format deck profiles. I have many sources or bought many sources for that. I will be also doing that, but yeah, I don't know when, because like if we are like finished for the Duel Monsters arc, which I am really yeah very certain that we will be doing this year. Then next up is GX, and I'm lacking very many playmats for that, so like it will be a little bit expensive. But then we will also constituting those decks from the main characters, and there's very many side characters in GX, far more than in the Duel Monsters era, which are having showing more cards as a source or as a base for creating decks. So I think I will be busy doing that. I will also do gold format deck profiles, but I don't know if I will have the time to do it this year because I'm still working part time and then also studying and all those things. So I'm not having time for yeah the whole day. I'm doing sports and all those things. So I don't have all day. Maybe some things like that will be happening spontaneously. Also the futuristic and the all other deck profiles. My main focus is of course the anime. And if we progress, maybe we will do it this year until 5Ds. Then I might change my mind, and also other deck profiles will be coming in. But because 5Ds, I didn't watch it yet at all, so I'm really like eager to watch it that year, and then maybe finish it that year as well, and then start off the deck profiles of 5Ds, which I'm lacking many cards, but there are like certain characters, for example, for like you say or Jack Atlas, which I have most card of their deck, but or maybe Crow Hogan, but others the Luna or they're called. I don't have all of their cards. We'll see about that. Okay, last but not least, I want to say thank you. Thank you to you guys. Thank you for being with me, for listening to my voice, for like supporting my channel, for commenting down below, for just being here with me on this great journey together to relive the anime, to witness my collection grow. Also, of course, the thrill of opening a new set. I love it still, but it has to be worth it because most of the new sets are sets which are solely focusing on the meta, and that's not my thing at all. I don't know. I don't open a display for just 3 or 4 cards that are probably not even pulling, and the rest I can throw away or something like that. That's not the sense of it. So I'm just opening really sets that are like the Maze of Martyr sets, for example. I will be opening definitely. I will be attempting to, and other than that, because the Maze of Martyr set are so many anime cards as well from the Duel Monsters era, as well as from GX, and so on. So I want to say thank you, greetings, especially also from my very close friends, Vicious, Karyushin, Yu-Gi-Oh! Saxe, um, Taran 900 I want to greet. I want to... What else do I want to greet? Legendary Dudes I want to greet. Rosenberg TCG, he stopped, but I want to greet him from this place. I want to send greetings to Hobby Liga from here. Nightmare 1989. Random Old School Yu-Gi-Oh! Great opening channel. Nightmare in 1989 as well. He is like had to be specified on OCG products, but love it. It's great. My Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG I want to great with this really rare cards, really expensive cards that he got. Also, I want to greet Dennis B, which is a really long-term viewer of my channel and a very great guy. Greetings from this place. Yeah, and I want to greet also Yu-Gi-Oh! Frog, which has a very cool collections channel. You have to witness it. It's all in German, but still you can maybe just look up the subtitles and you just can also just look at like that, because the cards are like the same in the US or in England, just with other names. I would recommend this channel as well. What channel do I want to recommend? Other than that, maybe I don't know how it's called, card Kiste, something like that. Yeah, but other than that, I didn't forget anyone. If I did forget anyone, greetings from this place, and I think this is enough for today. This is me, your Schleifer Maniac. I hope you guys have a good morning, a good midday, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever and wherever you witness this one. This is me, your Schleifer Maniac, for all of your Happy New Year, health in first place, but all success and everything you aim at, and of course, prayers from God, and God be with you. This is me, your Schleifer Maniac, and you're getting now a big P